devil tried to get me. They don't want to see you win. They don't want to see you happy. They don't want to. Who is they? You ever know somebody who downplayed their talents because they didn't see the value in it, but everyone else did? Or been around a person who picked apart every single one of their flaws that you never even noticed were there in the first place? Because to you, they seem fine, but to them, it's like the end of the world. Yeah, sounds dramatic, don't it? This is a prime example of what it means for every battle to be yourself versus yourself. You versus you. All dramatic, by the way. All of it. You know how foolish we look fighting ourselves? More foolish than we think that we look by simply just living. And don't you dare say that you don't fight yourself, because we all do. We all have internal battles or insecurities that we struggle with. We all do. In many ways, people like to blame their shortcomings on another person, place, or thing, becoming complacent when they say things like, I can't because I live here, or my job doesn't allow me to do this, or they won't let me win, they don't want to see me happy, or my least favorite, the devil is busy. People be giving the devil way too much power, man, because it's like, no, there is no they, it's you. Your limiting beliefs, your lack of self-love, your self-critique is the reason for where you are. It's you, not anybody else. I mean, yes, it's true, we do live in a very judgmental society, one that expects people to conform and confine themselves to a box to be acceptable, even if you don't fit in it. And a lot of times, external factors like family or friends may get in the way or try to alter your thinking. People who try to tell you to go right when you feel you should go left. And there are uncontrollable obstacles that everyone has to face. That's just life. At some point, you have to decide to take power into your own hands. We can't control all of our experiences or traumas, but we can control how we choose to let those experiences shape us as people. But the best part about it all, there's this thing that we have called choices. And the good thing about choices is that you get to decide what you will let affect you and what you won't. So everything that you're blaming on another person eventually falls in your hands at the end of the day. And at some point you have to ask yourself, are you going to shrink or are you going to grow from it? Because if you continue to tolerate behavior that you claim not to like from another person, or if you allow yourself to be and feel defeated, you might need to ask yourself, is what I'm even complaining about that bad? Why do I keep allowing this to happen? Am I really the problem? Will you allow yourself to be controlled to the point where you're not living, or will you seek freedom?
Who are you? I guess the better question is, what have I become?
If there's this thing called duality that everybody talks about, if there's night and day, hot and cold, up and down, highs and lows, doesn't this apply to everything? And if it applies to everything, it has to apply to the self as well, right? I mean, you versus you just might actually be your higher self versus your lower self, right? The whole concept of the angel on one shoulder versus the devil on the other shoulder, Hollywood kind of got that right. I'll give them that one little thing. They ate that. They ate that. Just that one little thing. The higher self is the version of us that wants all things that are best for us. This is the part of us that many people like to call an intuition or a gut feeling. Basically, your higher self is like your best friend who wants to see you win. Protecting and guiding, it's calm, confident. It's the voice inside of you that does not argue what it believes, but it instead signals what it knows. And whether we want to take heed to what it's signaling is on us, because it knows before we do, 99.999% of the time. For instance, all the times when you felt like you should go left but ignored yourself and went right instead, then later realized you should have listened to your first mind. Yeah, that was your higher self talking. But here is duality.
You know, your fear, let the worst thing Dad did come true for you. For us, that's bullshit.
Our lower selves is full of the opposite. Your lower self is like a scared relative who cares about you in a twisted way. So the way they show love is by projecting their fears onto you. They're vibrating so low that this is all that they know. It's literally the only way that they know how to show love. So when you have plans, they come up with the worst possible scenario in attempts to keep you safe so you don't hurt yourself doing things that feel a little too unfamiliar, even if it'll help you grow. It's like bracing yourself for impact and tensing up your body when you're about to fall, but majority of the time that you do that causes more damage than it does good. Sounds like anxiety to me. I don't know about you, but I have a few relatives who are exactly like this. And because I understand who they are and what they've been through, why they are the way that they are, I appreciate the love because I know that's the only way that they know how to give it. And I can't really expect someone to give something that they don't have themselves. But if I took advice from them and I allowed their fears to interfere with my plans, I would be exactly where they are. Afraid, stuck, and trapped in my own shadow, which is no place to be. That's a gem. Our lower selves is the part of us that is full of what ifs. What if this goes wrong? What if this doesn't work? It's designed to keep us comfortable instead of growing. It mistakes self-sabotage for safety and keeps us second guessing, overthinking, anxious, ruminating, all the shit that keeps our nervous system in turmoil. Breathe. And what if it does work?
Of your book, right? Whatever your mind writes is what your life looks like. How's your pen game? What's your end game?
I've come to realize that there are different ways that our life experiences can shape us. It's like experiences either signal your higher self or they signal your lower self. And depending on which one of those sides over the years have been fed the most attention is exactly what will grow, develop, and control your life. And what made it so clear, it made very, very clear to me recently was upon me reading this book. It's called The Power of the Subconscious Mind. And in this book, it's really talking about all the ways in which we as humans are fully capable of affecting our reality and affecting our lives just by the change of our mindset. It breaks down the difference between the conscious mind and the subconscious mind. It's really your conscious versus your subconscious, your higher self versus your lower self, all of that wrapped into one. What you don't heal internally starts to bleed externally. As within, so without. Regardless of how you look at it, some people like to bleed onto others, so they project their fears and insecurities outward. This can look like hatred and jealousy all wrapped up into one. And I really can't stand being around people that operate like this because they wreak negativity, and that is contagious. That's where the term misery loves company comes from. For me, I'd much rather bleed on myself. This is how anxiety happens, overthinking, negative thinking, depression, and self-sabotage. After many years of shrinking and conforming out of fear of being seen or judged, out of fear of being too different, sometimes too radical, too much of myself, basically, out of fear of being vulnerable and shining and standing out, I began to realize all the ways that I've committed self-betrayal by way of self-sabotage. I had to realize that if I'm the one doing all these things to me, can I really claim to love myself? Hiding kept me safe, but what is safety if I'm unfulfilled? And I'm unfulfilled if I'm not growing, learning, experiencing, doing the things that I love, even if it scares me.
Fight through that. Remember that you meet failure. You don't end with that. You keep going. You keep working.
Facing yourself is one of the hardest things to do. Facing yourself means facing the truth that exists within you, without the mask you put on in front of other people, without the facade, facing the raw, naked truth of who you are when nobody's looking. This is what many of us have a hard time with. So instead of being real, we resort to pointing fingers at everything but ourselves. You are the only person that you go to sleep with at night. You are the only person that you wake up to every day. You are the only person that you spend time with 24/7, every single day of every single hour, minute, or second. This is why it's much easier to blame other people for why we aren't where we want to be, because who in their right mind will want to hang out with their worst enemy all day? Who in their right mind will want to see their worst enemy staring back at them in the mirror? To not have to take responsibility for your own actions is easy. Anybody can point fingers. Anybody can project their pain on other people. But everybody can't look at themselves in the mirror with the intention of addressing their wounds, fears, traumas, or shortcomings. To be better, to be the captain of their own ship instead of giving their power away to an invisible monster who doesn't want to see them win. Tell yourself the truth and grow from it. Even if it takes days, months, or years, slow progress is better than no progress. The only person capable of making or breaking you is you. So before you look around and start blaming where you lack on the actions of another person, the first and only person who needs to be checked is staring right back at you when you look in the mirror. Because no one can save you but you. Sincerely, very sincere.
It's you. You are complete love. Already born that way. Love.